Your mind alone is powerful, but united with others, it becomes unstoppable. Napoleon Hill called the mastermind the secret power of collective energy. It is the coordination of knowledge, faith, and effort between two or more people who work toward a definite purpose in harmony. Alone you can go far, but with a mastermind you can go further, faster, and stronger. Why? Because no single mind has all the knowledge, all the perspective, all the strength. But when minds unite, something supernatural happens. Hill said it plainly. No two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third, invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. That is the mastermind. The Bible shows this principle from the beginning. It is not good for man to be alone. Partnership multiplies power. One can chase 1,000, but two can put 10,000 to flight. That's exponential increase, the math of the mastermind. Jesus said, "Where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them." Unity brings presence. Presence brings power. History proves it. The Wright brothers were not geniuses alone. They were a mastermind. One saw mechanics, the other saw flight. Together, they conquered the skies. Henry Ford surrounded himself with brilliant minds in engineering, design, and management. His mastermind created the automobile industry. The founding fathers of America debated, refined, and aligned until they birthed a nation. None of them could have done it alone. Think of Martin Luther King Jr. He had the dream, but the civil rights movement was a mastermind. Countless leaders, organizers, marchers, collective energy shook systems and changed laws. Even in business today, look at Google, Apple, Tesla. Behind every visionary is a mastermind team, a collective force that transforms ideas into empires. Why does the mastermind work? Because of energy multiplication. Alone, your ideas may be limited. Together, ideas collide, expand, sharpen. Alone, your energy may fade. Together, encouragement lifts, corrects, sustains. Alone, you may fall blind to your weaknesses. Together, others see what you cannot. But here's the truth. Not every group is a mastermind. A true mastermind requires harmony, faith, and a shared definite purpose. Without alignment, it becomes chaos. Without faith, it becomes doubt multiplied. The mastermind must be chosen, nurtured, and protected. So how do you build your mastermind? First, choose alignment. Don't unite with people who mock your vision. A mastermind must share values and purpose. Second, seek diversity of strength. Choose people with skills you don't have. The mastermind is powerful because it is complementary. Third, commit to trust. A mastermind cannot thrive where there is jealousy or fear. Trust must be the currency. Fourth, meet consistently. The mastermind multiplies power through rhythm. Regular contact builds momentum. Fifth, stay accountable. A true mastermind does not just encourage. It challenges, corrects, sharpens. Say this with me. I am not alone. I am part of a mastermind. Together we multiply energy. Together we multiply faith. Together we achieve the impossible. Think of metaphors. A single coal burns out quickly, but when coals are together, the fire intensifies and lasts. A single drop is weak, but united with millions, it becomes an ocean. A single instrument is music, but together they are a symphony. That is the mastermind. Science agrees. Neuroscience shows that mirror neurons in the brain fire when people align in vision and emotion. Energy truly transfers between people. Psychologists confirm that community multiplies resilience and success. Even nature testifies. Geese fly in A-V formation, creating uplift for each other. Alone, a goose tires quickly. Together, they fly thousands of miles. Lions hunt in prides. Wolves run in packs. Bees build colonies. Collective power is nature's law. So here is a mastermind protocol you can apply. Define your definite purpose clearly. Find 2 to 5 people who align with that purpose. Commit to honesty, trust, and encouragement. Meet weekly to share progress, struggles, and strategies. Speak affirmations of collective faith together. Protect the harmony. No gossip, no envy, no fear. Celebrate victories together, small and big. The mastermind is not just about business or projects. It applies to faith, family, health. A praying mastermind shakes heaven. A disciplined mastermind transforms health. A purpose-driven mastermind creates wealth. Now declare this again. My mind alone is powerful, but united with others, it is unstoppable. I choose wisely. I unite faithfully. I multiply energy. My mastermind creates miracles. And if this message is awakening something in you, don't stop here. Subscribe to Napoleon Inspires right now. Every day, you will receive principles of persistence, faith, and purpose. Daily encouragement to build your mastermind. Daily wisdom to protect your unity. Daily fuel to multiply your energy. This is not just a channel. It is a movement, a family, a mastermind of people who unite their minds, their faith, and their purpose to create destinies together. Remember this. Your mind alone is powerful, but with a mastermind, it is invincible. Choose your circle, build your unity, protect your harmony, and let collective energy carry you to heights you could never reach alone. The mastermind is also a shield. Alone, when attacks come, you may grow weary, you may fall under the weight. But with others lifting you, you endure. Think of Moses on the mountain. When his arms grew tired, the battle began to turn. But Aaron and Hur stood beside him, holding his hands high, and victory was secured. That is the mastermind. Strength multiplied, weakness covered, destiny protected. Nehemiah, rebuilding Jerusalem, knew the same truth. The walls were broken, the people discouraged, enemies threatened. But he united the people with one vision, one rhythm, one mastermind. In 52 days, a miracle of rebuilding was complete. Alone, Nehemiah could not have done it. But with collective energy, walls rose where ruins stood. The disciples at Pentecost were gathered in one accord. The Spirit fell, and the world was transformed. Unity multiplied presence. Presence multiplied power. Power multiplied destiny. The mastermind is not just natural. It is spiritual. History echoes this. Edison had his team of muckers, brilliant minds working together in Menlo Park. Nikola Tesla thrived when supported, but crumbled when isolated. Alexander Graham Bell had a network of inventors, financiers, and visionaries. The Apollo missions that landed man on the moon were not the work of one genius. They were the collective brilliance of thousands united under one purpose. Think of metaphors. A single violin can play beautifully, but an orchestra shakes the soul. A single wire carries current, but a grid lights cities. A single soldier is brave, but an army wins wars. That is the mastermind. Individual excellence multiplied into collective invincibility. So how do you build not just a group, but a lasting mastermind? Try this 90-day mastermind plan. Days 1 to 30, define the vision. Gather 2 to 5 people aligned with your values and purpose. Set clear goals. Days 31 to 60, establish rhythm. Meet weekly. Share progress, challenges, ideas. Speak affirmations together. Days 61 to 90, solidify trust. Remove negativity. Celebrate victories. Correct with love. Build rituals that keep the bond alive. At the end of 90 days, you will not only have a mastermind, you will have a new identity, a collective force moving as one. Now declare this with me, not just as individuals, but as a community. We are a mastermind. We unite our strength. We multiply our energy. We protect our purpose. We persist together until victory comes. We are unstoppable. And if this is resonating, don't stand outside. Step in. Subscribe to Napoleon Inspires right now. Every day, you will receive principles of persistence, faith, and unity. Daily wisdom to strengthen your circle. Daily encouragement to multiply your energy. Daily fuel to walk with others toward destiny. This is not just a channel. It is your mastermind. A family, a movement, a collective power that will carry you where you could never go alone. Because your mind alone is powerful, but united with others, it is invincible.